So we've made it across to Seiland, which is a really rural island in Norway, deep in the Arctic Circle, which we're super excited to take a look around. I think there's literally like one road on this side of the island, so it shouldn't take us long to find somewhere, but it's getting dark, so we need to find somewhere soon. So let's go and have a look. So as you can see already, the scenery is absolutely incredible. We're just going around all the spots that we found, just assessing which one we want to stay at. You've got a mixture of some are nice and tucked away from the road, but then obviously you have less of a vantage point to have the view. We were just saying and comparing this to Lofoten that of course we've not been there yet, so I'm sure it's far more dramatic and scenic, but it must be fairly similar. The only difference with being here is I'm sure we're the only campers here today. Well, I don't think this spot needs any introduction. How about you? I think this is pretty special. Just wait for the snow now.
Absolutely stunning. I think it's just so rugged and rural, and I think there's barely any people here. So you just feel like you're truly in the middle of nowhere. It's beautiful, and I think the light at this time of year, you just can't beat the sunsets.
I don't think there's any chance of a fire tonight. We got slightly distracted by the northern lights. I've just been out there faffing with the camera because I'm no expert with this kind of thing, so I think I've just about got it, but then they disappeared. So anyway, back in the van. It's Friday night, so that means Margarita time, and my lovely assistant is now going to show us how we make a margarita in the van.
So for anybody who knows me, they know I'm a sucker for a margarita. So when we were packing the van to actually head off on the road, one thing that was coming on board, other than my nail stuff, was the cocktail shaker. So I'll ask my splendid assistant for my ice, and if you want to go for a bit of a hybrid, margarita with pina colada juice, you can't go wrong. Don't worry, this will drop on the floor a few times. No, we need the f***ing ice. What's doing?
You said drop on the floor. You with us? Battery died. Ice.
And a good amount of ice is required. I personally like a pina colada juice, which you still haven't gotten for me.
We'll go back out again. Pina colada. Are we making pina colada or margaritas? I'm confused.
Oh, why not mix up the two amazing cocktails and make one even better one?
To be fair, it's tasty.
Can't go wrong. A bit of mulled and salt, and if you do like a spicy margarita, a bit of Tajin salt. Winner. I'm not overly precious over the tequila. Maybe reasonably, but let's face it, it's going into a margarita, we're not sipping it.
Well, I don't think we're going to be replenishing our stock on the island of Seiland.
2 limes. And strangely enough, when we were in Spain and Italy, we could never find limes, could we?
No, especially in Italy. They have these fake limes that were actually lemons, but just green. Just heard another road user. I don't know if you can see that.
Well, they might be able to see it, but I can't see the cocktail shaker. And then, do you want want to shake it until you start feeling like the shaker go frosty. And then if you use enough ice, get a nice crema.
Cheers from the Arctic. I did get an axe though. Look. So there'll be some chopping of wood tomorrow, I promise you. We keep hearing cars go past. Okay, fair enough, one was a snowmobile. But there's like one road on this island. There's probably one shop that's no doubt closed. There's no restaurants, there's nothing to do here. Like, where are people going? Dogs are getting their winter wardrobe on.
Oh, these coats are amazing for them. They're so cosy.
Bud, why is this snowy? It's so deep he crouched, and I think he was a bit compromised.
Oh, we're over the moon with these jackets, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Dogs love them as well, but they've they've been fantastic. We couldn't come away without the dogs having their own winter wardrobe, could we? You ready? Are you ready? Go on in! Go!
Right, does anyone else's dog do this? Our dogs just seem to eat the snow constantly, so they just run along, dip into the snow, and their faces just let us know. Wanted to come and see what this road was like, because we keep seeing the snowplow go past, the neighbourhood snowplow with one road to plough. We've had loads of snow come down. It's stopped now. I think maybe it's the worst it's going to come today. I think there's more forecast tomorrow, but around the van there's a ton of snow, and there's a bit of a bank up to get out from our little pitch up to the main road. So as long as that pesky plough from the last video doesn't come along, ruin it for me, should be a good test for the van. Plough man. Some deep snow here. battery's dying. I've waffled on enough. Back to the van. Chop some wood. With the new axe. On the side of the box or not? Or what about on this box? Like that. What do you think? I'm just not sure how I feel about a lethal weapon on the side of the van. I mean, if someone wants to get in the van at night, why give them an axe as well? So the reason I bought an axe, besides being super manly, we were going to use our fire pit, which is tiny, which meant that the massive pieces of wood that you can buy from the shops just wouldn't fit. It'd be ridiculous. But actually, since we've been here, we realised that there's like these barbecues, fire pits laying around. Most of them have been tipped over, so we need to pick them up. So just get chopping and then we can have a fire. I know the true blue travellers would use their Milwaukee snowblower, but I've got a plastic spade thing. Good enough for me. Fire starter in a happy place. I think the snow's coming in again now. Really dark. Wow. Good morning. So it snowed a lot. It's snowing again. We've got to get out of here. I'm just walking up this track now. It's quite steep for a 4-ton van anyway. Oh. See if we have to dig ourselves out. I'll try and give you some context of how far it is for the van. Well, I'm out of breath. Which leads me to my next topic, exercise. We're both really struggling with no exercise. I know we've only got ourselves to blame, but coming from Southern Europe, it was much easier to exercise, but we're both really looking forward to getting back into some sort of routine of exercise. I'm sure the milder weather that's on the horizon will help facilitate that, but yeah, just as great fun as this is, we miss running, miss a bit of body movement. If you've got any tips of how to move and exercise on the road, let us know. It's snowing again, so we need to get out of here. It's Sunday. There's only a few ferries running today, so we haven't got much time. It's coming down quite heavy again. I've got to get on the roof and clear the snow because I haven't touched it at all since we've been here. But I thought it was a good time to talk to you about... Oh no, that light's horrible. Good time to talk to you about Starlink. So part of the reason why we're able to do this, work remotely, live remotely, is all because of Starlink, which we have on the roof in a cargo box. And what that does is it sits flat. I've basically put an inline switch onto the Starlink, and that disables the motor, so it's tucked up in the top of the cargo box, and I've just shaved away all the top of the box as well, so that what that means is the dish sits right against the top. I know there's all newer dishes out there, but we're really happy with ours. There's no need to change it. So because the dish is touching the top of the cargo box, it then transfers the heat on the snow melt feature. So yeah, so we have the Starlink on the roof, and because the dish is touching the top of the cargo box, when you set it to the snow melt feature, that just transfers the heat through and keeps the snow clear. It's done fantastically well since we've been here. Like I say, I've not been up there at all, so it'd be good to go up there. I need to clear the snow anyway, so we'll go see what the box looks like compared to the others. But so some of you have asked in the comments on the last video about our electrical system, the 24 volt side. So on a future video, we'll definitely cover that and go into detail of like how it works and why we chose it. And I think another question was asking about the dog requirements to get into all the different countries, Norway specifically. So again, on a future video, we'll go into details on that as well. Nearly forgot, engine preheater on. Time to clear the snow. Here we go. See what we've accumulated up there. A lot, probably. There's a lot of snow. Okay, so this is what it looks like when there's not a Starlink box in there. And then that's your Starlink box. Not sure how well this will come out on camera, but oh look, it's Tracy. What do you make of the Starlink?
Oh, it's done an amazing job, hasn't it? It was worth like beveling out the fins on the inside of the box. Made a huge difference, hasn't it? The icicles.
Right, well, let's get it cleared and get out of here if we can get up that road. The wind's going that way. Okay, John, I might be coming round to your idea of a blower. Maybe. Just discovered some levelling blocks under there.
Find all kinds of surprises. Who knows, I might find the dustpan after all.
Yeah, maybe it's under the snow from last time. I forgot to mention, with the Starlink, the speed's phenomenal. We run it through a Peplink router, so a third-party router, and it can fluctuate. It can be anything from like 100 to sometimes, you know, we're seeing nearly 300 download, and then 15 to 30 upload, which is more than enough. But yeah, we're really happy with it. Go make some yellow snow, go on. I don't know what it is, but they always know when we're leaving somewhere, and they like get all tense and act silly. Right, we're going to leave you here because we've got to get out of this track. If you want to see how that goes, you can watch the next video.
And thank you so much for all of the comments on the last video. We're trying not to take ourselves too seriously, so appreciate you having a laugh with us. But please keep the comments coming because they're great to read through.
See you in a bit.